Day 2 now. We've been to Denny's Golden Palace, the Wetherspoons, and to be fair, I had a reasonable cup of tea and egg on toast, and it was quite nice. And then we got some water off a lovely, I didn't get the name of that coffee shop. What was the coffee shop?
Oh, on the beer, the hot dog place on.
Yeah, the coffee shop, as you just go onto the pier, and they were so helpful. They gave us some fresh water because we were running low on water, and we've got loads, but we were running low for the next 2 days. It looks like we're going to cut the trip short. The weather's not looking good over the next 3 days. I was looking to do the opposite and extend our stay, but it's not looking good at all. So depending on the issue with James meeting us, and then we'll probably either leave tomorrow or Sunday. Tomorrow, yeah, or Monday. Whichever way it goes, we will be heading back home before the end of the weekend, which is not what I wanted, but it's better than I expected because we've got out, we've done some sailing, not the most I wanted to do, and we've been to Llandudno, and what a night that was, dear me. Rocking and rolling, wasn't it? No wonder they call it the Grand Hotel for the jive contests and the rock and roll. This is where you rock and roll, not in there, I'll tell you. Yeah. We were rock and rolling all night. The noises from the anchor, the noises from the bits on the rig end, dear me. And it was mild. I mean, we're not talking about strong winds, and the anchor dragged a lot. Fortunately, I gave us a big circle so the anchor alarm didn't go out, but off. But it certainly.
Desailers, Bonaventure.
Goodbye, Llandudno. I think I can say, yeah, it's just on 10:30. I think I can say thanks for a good rock and roll night.
Thank you for the Wetherspoons. Thank you for the
thank you for the Wetherspoons, as Denny says. The golden egg, the Wetherspoons. Yeah, it's 10:30. We're under engine. We should be able to get our sails up and get out.
That would be on the nose.
No, it won't. It's Richie and Andy as we come past the Great Orme, and then Paul's just getting his sails up.
He'll ground it, yeah, for his crew. Settle it down.
Paul's sails are really set well. Looking good, and he's gaining on us. I left the engine running, although it's not on, we're not in gear. We're just running it high drives to keep the water flow. I put some more blue through in this morning, and that came out quite well. And the idea is we're going to try and keep on this tack, but what we know we can't do is turn through the wind. So we need the engine to turn through the wind unless we jibe, and then we can see what it's like. But in fact, we're going off more. Are you full over, are you?
Yeah, pull over.
Pull over on the helm.
The last 10 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just coming out slightly. Yeah.
I got a little bit then. A little bit of help.
As Paul on Bonaventure just quietly sails past with ease, we're still struggling to get it going. Bonaventure doing some training with his crew. Always a good idea to train your crew. Although we're sailing quite well at the moment, we've just put the engine on because we've hardly got any wind here. Well, it drops down to 10. We got yeah, it's between 10 and 14 knots. 13 and 14 knots at the moment. But we're dropping behind so much that we've put the engine on just to give us some boost, really. And also to make sure that we're not fighting the tide now, which we started to do. So yeah, engine's on, unfortunately. Just pulling into Malta now. A few of the boats, well, they were 2 hours ahead of us. As I say, we had to have the engine on to continue up through against the wind and the tide. We were sailing reasonably well, but we were just so slow. We had the engine on. And now we approach Malta and join them in the moorings. We're going to just moor off, anchor off the actual bay, and then we'll head to the pub. The idea now is to just drop behind Paul's boat, Bonaventure, and then we'll anchor off there. We did try a couple of times actually, and we found that we were still, once again, the anchor wasn't holding, but we managed to get a grip on the second take. We moved in a bit more where there was more sand, and we got a fair grip, so that was good. Very busy area, lots of families though, very nice, very pleasant. Paul's shot here from the pub, very nice. Here we have the whole bay in front of us, and then we see James coming in. It's a bit late now, we're talking about 8:30, 9 o'clock. James is on his way, he's made all the way from Carnarvon through the Straits and up here to join us, and he'll be joining us on the way back. Now it's anchor, there's James. Welcome home, James. And, well, not welcome home, but welcome to the moorings. And then we'll set off early in the morning. And hopefully the weather will be good. At the moment, it's not looking that good, to be honest with you. Yes, we're 9:10 now, and we're getting ready to get some sleep. We're up at 6 o'clock in the morning. We're off on the incoming tide, but it will be actually flowing with us until we hopefully get to Puffin. And it'll be against us all the way to Puffin, and then be with us once we set off there. Because Anglesey's got a weird tide configuration, where the tides go different ways to most of the UK. And yeah, hopefully we've got a northwesterly, so we should be able to sail all the way home without any problem, and with a bit of luck we should get some speed as well, without the use of an engine, and then should be in mooring up about 8:30 tomorrow night, which would be lovely. And then we've got a restful Monday. May even go sailing in the dinghy, you never know. And, so that'll do donkey for today. James has arrived. He's here with us, he'll be leaving with us. So there'll be Mango, Manana and Wild Magic all heading back, and Bonaventure with Paul and his mates will be staying here tomorrow, and the family will be joining him. The weather is actually changing yet again, and it looks good tomorrow, and it looks good on Monday. We were heading back tomorrow because the weather looked bad on Monday and bad on Tuesday. But it looks like it's changed again, but no doubt it'll change again tomorrow. You just can't depend on this weather at the moment. It's absolutely awful. But, you know, we've made the best of it, and it's turned out quite nice so far. So hopefully we'll have a good day tomorrow. That'll do donkey.